Greetings! No, let's not do that. This is a development video on developing a video. Rather than going through the painstaking process of writing down all the processes involved in filming and editing, including pictures of locations, screenshots of editing in action, and providing copies of failed ideas and notes about what went wrong, I thought it sensible to make one video providing all the information in one tidy package. I believe that film is the most effective method of distributing information. Firstly is the process of scripting and storyboarding. Scripting is the method of writing out what characters will say, i.e. their dialogue, and any actions or events that take place in the scene between the characters. These will usually be marked with an asterisk. Storyboarding is the method of drawing out what is happening in the scene, including the position of actors and props, and the camera angle of which they will be viewed from. Spooky. Both methods of planning for a film always bring about a lot of drafts and ideas that have failed, and ideas you're able to build upon. A way of giving the creator an idea on what style or genre that he or she wants to incorporate into the film is by crafting a mood board. This is a type of collage that consists of images, texts, and samples of objects in the composition the creator desires. This can be used to prompt an emotional or creative response for the filmmaker to remind him or her what he or she wants to achieve, and to communicate ideas to members of the team working toward the same goal. Next, we need to take a look into which demographic is suitable for the idea, style, and genre that the creator has selected. So, some audience research is required. This can range from designing questionnaires and surveys to having a face-to-face conversation with a group of people who you think will be interested in your idea, in the form of a focus group. From this, we can decide what age rating is appropriate for the film in question by taking a look at the BBFC guidelines. British Board of Film Classification. This gives an overview into what is acceptable within certain age ranges. As an example, U, standing for Universal, can be viewed by all age groups, and sexual activity or violence is either kept at a minimum or is non-existent. In an 18 rated film, all manners of vulgarities and unpleasantries can be expressed. Taken from the official BBFC guidelines, for a U, you can use damn, bloody, hell, bugger, and in an 18 rated film, you can use language such as. Secondly is the process of filming. Finding a location can be the trickiest part of the whole project. I have been limited into using places in which I've been given permission to use for a limited amount of time. I got here at my grandma's house at around about 6 o'clock, and it is now 8 o'clock, and I can remain here until 9 o'clock. And so the time given to me has had to be used in the most efficient way possible to make any of this possible. Once your location has been located, the actors for your film have to be located. Auditioning is the traditional way in assessing potential candidates' performance skills, or you can pick up anyone with a pretty face who is available at the time, termed opportunity sampling. Then comes the organisational task of coordinating your actors, giving them times, locations to arrive at, and discussing any props or costumes which they will be required to bring. On location, there can be a lot of factors that will always be outside of your control. These can be weather, background noise, or light intensity. However, there are ways of counteracting such problems. For the issue of weather temperamentality, for the issue of unpredicted light fluctuations, for the issue of irritating background noise, which literally translates from French into things put in the scene. For example, if you're shooting a 1912 period drama, there is no business for an iPhone 5 to be lurking in the shot. In my case, I've had to remove a lot of family photos from the walls because they just have no business to be in the scene. Style of filmmaking, the genre, and the overall mood of the film can be represented in a lot of different ways. If you're wanting an action film, then a lot of alternating quick cut shots with rapid movements on the part of the characters are required. If it's a horror, then the lighting will need to be low-key and darkly contrasted. And if it's a sickly, feel-good romantic comedy, then a high-key, bright contrast is required to make everyone look like they're having a great time. In the case of my film, I wanted to make the example videos in the style of a 1900s kinetophonic film purely because the style is appealing, and the upbeat mood of this genre allows for the information to be presented in a manner that isn't dull and uninteresting.